have not seen any commercials, we have not seen any ads, we have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes.
It doesn't seem feasible. However, Nike has now spoken out about Caitlin Clark. Adidas was much ahead of them in congratulating Clark on her Rookie of the Year achievement, even though they were able to beat them to the punch. What a fantastic first season. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark, the WNBA Rookie of the Year for 2024. What a debut season. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark, the WNBA Rookie of the Year for 2024. In 50 minutes, the ugly shirt for Caitlin Clark's Rhodey Award sold out. In under 50 minutes, the basic tee celebrating Caitlin Clark's RIT recognition sold out. For Caitlin's historic first WNBA season, Nike simply gave her this. Just a t-shirt, nothing more. Nothing was said about her distinctive footwear. Meanwhile, Nike's WNBA marketing campaign revolves around Aya Wilson, who has gotten promotions.
How do you miss an opportunity like that? How do you not capitalize? It doesn't make any sense at all. And playing the politics where, oh, we need to release Asia's shoe first. Well, no, it's not Caitlin's fault that you haven't done anything for Asia yet.
Therefore, despite being a simple tee that showed Caitlin's records, it disappeared in less than 50 minutes. Even though it probably took 5 minutes to make, that tee sold out in quick time. Compared to what A.A. Wilson has ever done for the company, that is superior. After such a historic season, how can Nike sell such a dull shirt? I firmly believe that Caitlin would currently own a shoe that is sold out worldwide if she were employed by Adidas. Since signing Caitlin Clark, how many products has Nike released featuring her? How many excellent products? 0 as of yet. Few people in the sports world are as divisive as Caitlin Clark, the young basketball prodigy who has swept the sport.
Okay, now let's not talk viewership, let's talk ticket sales. Bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them to.
In her freshman season, the Iowa icon has broken records, drawn comparisons to the sports greats, and emerged as the face of women's basketball. Caitlin Clark has a complex and occasionally irritating relationship with Nike and the WNBA despite her unparalleled success on the court. Nike, a multinational corporation renowned for fostering top talent, has strangely downplayed Clark's accomplishments in favor of showcasing other athletes. One brand, though, is more than willing to honor her. Recently, Adidas partner and sports legend Billie Jean King commended Caitlin Clark for winning WNBA Rookie of the Year and having an amazing season. Even Clark's official sponsor, Nike, had not yet fully acknowledged the milestone when King offered his backing. After signing Caitlin Clark, how many of her goods have Nike released thus far? How many high-quality products? 0 as of yet. This was more than just a compliment. It highlighted the extent of Clark's influence. Nike, meanwhile, is coming under fire for what appears to be their reluctance to fully support Clark while continuing to push other WNBA players, most notably A.E.L. Wilson. Wilson is undoubtedly an amazing athlete. Here's the catch, though. More stuff is sold by Caitlin Clark than by nearly any other player in the league. Nike has been slow to acknowledge her greatness despite her immense recognition. Adidas, on the other hand, seems to have recognized her potential far earlier and partnered with a player who many consider to be the future of women's basketball.
Caitlin Clark's going to help it change for the better. All of a sudden, we're going to see Angel Wilson. She may get some more shine because she's that girl. Diana Taurasi going to get more shine because we know what she brings to the table. Ionescu, she's going to get more shine. Others, black, white, everything in between. It's about the ladies, now more so than ever before.
Dilly, when praising Caitlin Clark, Jean King, a lifelong advocate for equality in sports, did not hold back. King recognized Clark's dedication, her record-breaking performances, and her indisputable impact on the sport. For King, the Rookie of the Year title and Clark's unending accolades weren't the only things. It was about Clark's unadulterated love and passion for the game that she displays each time she takes the court. In addition to demonstrating his skill, Clark's Rookie of the Year victory served as a moment of validation. During her rookie tour, she encountered criticism and indifference from an unfamiliar source in addition to fierce competition on the court. Her own sponsor is Nike.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie, targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. She said, no, they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years.
Despite her quick ascent, Clark has had to deal with the annoyance of being ignored by the same company that ought to be supporting her. Given her marketability as a Nike athlete, Clark ought to have been prominently featured in their advertisements. However, Nike has mostly focused on other athletes despite her obvious influence. A'ja Wilson has been Nike's primary emphasis. One more incredible player. Wilson is unquestionably a remarkable talent. She is a dominant force in the league, a WNBA champion, and a multiple MVP.
Is Caitlin Clark currently the face of the WNBA? Yes. Do I think if A'ja Wilson dropped a shoe and Caitlin Clark dropped a shoe today at the very same time, that Caitlin Clark would outsell A'ja's shoe by 100 times? Yes, I think that would be the case.
However, it is undeniable that Caitlin Clark has emerged as the sport's new face due to both her skill and her ability to connect with supporters. In actuality, Clark outsells practically every player in the league, including Wilson. Her matches attract large crowds, and her shirts quickly sell out. Given that Clark is clearly the main attraction, why does Nike continue to prioritize Wilson? Fans and experts have been asking this question. Wilson's merchandise sales and overall popularity fall short of Clark's, despite her well-earned accolades. This gap has been identified by the fanbase and is now a source of contention. She is a dominant force in the league, a WNBA champion, and a multiple MVP. There is more to Clark's appeal than just basketball diehards. Casual viewers, young girls who want to play like her, and even people who had previously disregarded women's sports have all become interested in her. Her potential to improve the WNBA is enormous, and her style is electrifying. Clark had an incredible first season that will go down in history. She ruled, not merely played at a high level. She distinguished herself from other rookies with her ability to lead her team with the fire of a prop, pass the ball accurately, and score from long range.
He's got one of the hottest selling jerseys in sports, y'all, according to Fanatics, led by the one and only Michael Rubin. Clark's Indiana Fever jersey is apparently sold out in all sizes. It was rumored that she actually outsold Dallas Cowboy jerseys.
Her performance was about more than just her own notoriety. She contributed to the WNBA's much-needed attention and buzz. She is the type of player the league sorely needs to increase viewership. Strangely though, the WNBA has taken a while to embrace her as the face of the sport. The league only recently formally declared Clark's Rookie of the Year victory, despite the fact that it was leaked days earlier. Oh, and her victory was not even unanimous. Fans and the media were suspicious of this delay, with many questioning why the WNBA isn't taking advantage of Clark's rising notoriety. Some see it as a pushback, a refusal to acknowledge that a 22-year-old from Iowa is connected to the league's future.
People need to realize the Indiana Fever, this is the second year in a row they had the #1 pick. So do y'all know what that means? That means they're not that good.
Clark's enormous talent, marketability, and fan base will propel the WNBA to new heights. But it's difficult to understand why the league and Nike don't seem to fully support her. For the time being, Clark is the main focus, but it's unclear if the organizations who are supposed to help her will ultimately recognize her potential. Although the criticism of Caitlin Clark is not new, many fans are perplexed by the fact that it comes from Nike, a major manufacturer of athletic apparel. Clark has endured a constant barrage of criticism and, to be honest, hatred despite her undeniable success on the court and her marketability off it. However, it appears that this situation goes beyond the typical scrutiny of fame. Her statistics are not the only factor. It seems more intimate.
There is a Caitlin Clark effect on all of basketball, and especially on women's basketball ratings. Kudos to her. She has elevated an entire sport in viewership.
There are layers of prejudice, jealousy, and possibly fear that this young legend is altering women's basketball and a league in ways that unnerve people. Clark is unquestionably a trailblazer as a player who broke records and attracted a lot of attention in her first season. However, it is puzzling that Nike, a company that takes pride in honoring excellence, would choose to downplay her accomplishments while concentrating on athletes who aren't making the same impact on the court or in sales. Given their track record of supporting game changers, their reluctance to embrace Clark seems particularly strange. Nike earned their reputation on athletes who changed the game, whether they are Serena Williams or Michael Jordan. And that's exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing.
Caitlin Clark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived a league that was the WNBA, and she is getting paid a measly $28 million.
She has surpassed rookie records, been compared to the greatest, and generated much-needed viewership for the WNBA. Nevertheless, Nike minimizes Clark's quick decline while pushing athletes like A'ja Wilson. At last, a company is coming out to support Caitlin Clark's accomplishments. Adidas has publicly praised Clark for her skill and historic debut season through ambassadors like Billie Jean King. It's good to see a company like Adidas respect Clark's opinions, especially as Nike still disregards her for unclear reasons.